on Creativity. My name is Carol Peters, and today we're in the studio, and I'm joined by 4 great high school students, and we're working on the project downtown. We're working on the plexiglass windows that we're going to insert into the building and make that building downtown look like an operational building, and a beautiful one at that. So I'm going to have them introduce themselves, and I'm going to start with...
Hi, I'm Michael Benker, and I'm a senior at Gilroy High School.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Darmamoa. I am a junior at Gilroy High School.
Hi, I'm Alex Marshall, and I'm a senior at Gilroy High School.
Hi, I'm Josh Morales, and I'm a junior at Gilroy High School.
Since the last time you saw us, when the panel selected Josh Morales' design for the old bank, we've been busy painting. We have been using plexiglass, and we've been using acrylic paint. So just to kind of get you familiar with exactly what's going to happen, I'm going to show you some renderings that I did on the building downtown. I took this picture, and this is the way it actually looks now. It's the building at 7529. It's right across from the bowling alley. And we're going to actually enhance this building and make it look operational. Not only are the students getting involved with the community, but it's also a wonderful way for the other owners and people downtown maybe to get an idea to do this with other buildings. So our buildings will all look operational even if they're not. I had the idea because when I go to Vegas and I go to New York, or Paris, I feel like I'm almost there. Or Disneyland, you know, you go and you're in Adventureland and man, there's like hippopotamuses coming out and you think they're real. Well, why not do that to Gilroy? It will be beautiful. These are the drawings that Josh did and presented them to the panel. And we are taking these drawings and enlarging them on the glass. And this is actually glass. It's transparent, but we backed it with white so that we could see what we're doing. And these will be inserted into the windows, and it will look like there's actually someone inside the window. So this is what it will look like. You'll have these large plexiglass pieces, and they'll be up against the glass that exists. And this is the door in here. Now we finished the door, which is right behind me, and that's in 2 parts. So there's a door, and then there's a window next to it. That's why that's larger. So that will be inserted in the middle, and that actually has a walkway in. And then there's another window that's arched, and that's the one that Alex and Josh are working on now. And then we're putting a sign here that says the Old Bank of Gilroy, and that will be in the door that is on the far left. Not only are we going to do the windows, we're going to try to backlight them so light will shine through. That's why we use the plexiglass, so there'll be a nice glow behind it. And then we're going to add benches and flowers and all kinds of really nice things outside. We're going to paint all the wrought iron. We're going to paint the windowsills. And it will look like somebody is actually in there. And you'll really want to go in there because it'll be so beautiful. So that's what we're doing right now. We're doing the glass. We'll install it. And then at the downtown wine stroll, we will have, you know, the whole thing finished. So that'll be great. So you can join us down there. And we'll do the end of it there. So I'm going to move these aside just for a sec. And I'm going to show you some of the things on a large piece of paper so you understand exactly what we've been doing. We've been using acrylic paint. Now, acrylic paint is water-based paint, but once it dries flat. So basically, I've taken some black. I'll take some black, and I know you can't see this real well, and some brown, and we're not going to mix them together. I'm taking some, this is one way to do it, okay? This is one technique. So I have the colors here, and this will be the floor area. So we're going to put these down on the panel to my left on the floor. So you can see right here, that's the floor we're after. Okay, because it's going to continue over. Now to do this, and we can do it real fast, you just pick up a little of each color on the brush. Okay, and if you step aside a minute, I'll just drag it across. But I have to get more than this. So what will happen is they'll blend together and they'll look like an old wood floor. And I can keep doing that. I just need more paint. But you can get the idea. It will be blended like that and it pulled all the way across, and then that will become the floor. So that's one of the techniques we're using, grabbing several colors on a brush and putting it down at the same time. Another technique that we're using, and this one I really hate to do, but it's kind of a cool thing. We couldn't figure out how to get the texture on the floor quick, how to make these lines, okay? So this was an idea of mine, and it's really a mess. Take some string, because we thought if we could take the string and actually have it be full of paint, you could hold it and then actually push it down and lift it up, and it would give you that crunchy line. Because if you drew it with a marker, it would look too straight, if this and that. So I'm going to just do this, and then I'm going to have to wash my hands. I'm going to stick it in some black, and I'm going to stick it in some. See, an artist, you know what? It's an ugly job sometimes. And I'm going to have, who's Michael? You're closest. Okay, we're gonna do it on the white paper. All right, so pretend this is the floor. It's already textured, and just hold it, and then we just kind of tapped it. Went all the way across. Okay, and lifted it up. Okay, so we got the crunchy line. We thought that was fast, it was easy, and it worked out real well. And then we had the bricks. Grab this for a second. The bricks were put down with flat color like you see here. And then we decided, how do we get like texture to them? There's a lot of ways that you can get texture. One of the things we did was use a cardboard. And if you check the edge of a cardboard, there's all different kinds of little patterns. And you can actually dip it down in the paint, which we're going to see happen here. Just showing you a couple of things we did, and stamp. So this is a close-up, and you can get these nice variations. That gives a side of the brick. You can also use sponges, which we have as well. Dip that in the paint and stamp. So we're going to be showing you a variety of different things to do. And you'll be seeing the students, and they're actually going to do stamping, and they're going to do stippling. And I want to show you stippling up close too, because Josh is going to show it, but I want to show you these brushes, because sometimes brushes make a big difference. What we're using is acrylic paint, which is stiff and heavy. So our brushes are very stiff. You know, they're not like watercolor. They're stiff. They can take that paint, they can drag it across. So we're using that. A lot of times your brush will get like this. You think, oh, a lot of people throw it away. These are really, really good. In fact, Jasmine said, where'd you get that brush? I said, it's 100 years old. Okay. These are made for stippling. They're made for stenciling. They've got a flat edge. So they come in a variety of different shapes, sizes. And what you do with these is you just take them and you put it down in the color. Now you can put a couple colors down if you want, and then just kind of do that so they're not real gushy and moist. And then you'll take it and just pound it down. So you can get, that's a stippling, and you can use several different size brushes. Now, what we're doing a lot on the windows today is we're using flat color and then taking that flat color and bumping it up with a texture using these kind of techniques. So one other thing before we stop it, then I can leave this post and you can go to the students and they'll actually take over the teaching, is I wanted to show you how to mask. Because in some of the areas we actually masked out surfaces so that we could have a nice sharp edge. So let me show you that. This is the door that says the Old Bank of Gilroy. Now this is plexiglass. I'm going to lift this up so you can actually see it's a glass. The blue comes on the back, and you actually peel this off, and it was on the back of all of them because that protects it. so you can see through this. So when it's up on the window, you'll be able to see right through it. But what we wanted was a border around the edge. So you can see, can you see how you have this black border now? What would make it better is to texture this with some gold. So that's what eventually we will be doing. I don't know if we're going to do it today, but I want to show you how to mask, because a lot of people say, okay, you put this down, it's going to rip your paint off, right? For years and years and years, I taught, and I didn't know this trick. So I just want to show it to you because it's just a trick that'll save your life. You take masking tape, you take your pants, and you learn how to do the hula. Anyway, you dull it down is what you're doing, okay? And then what you do is you go ahead and you stick it on top of your paint. And you can put this on poster paint, you could put it on airbrush, you can put it on anything you want. You put it down, you stipple away, you pull it off, beautiful. Because it's not that sticky, okay? And it works perfect. And now what we're going to have happen is I'm tired of teaching, so I'm going to have the students actually do the teaching. And we have our panel here. Welcome. And I'm going to have them introduce themselves. I know you know who they are, but we'll just have them briefly introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Al Pinheiro. I'm the current mayor of the city of Gilroy.
And thank you so much for coming, Al.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
And
I'm Susan Valenta. I'm the CEO with the Gilroy Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming. And
Eric Howard, I'm the president of the Gilroy Downtown Business Association.
And they just stopped by to see the students paint. And I don't think you really know that we have actually a little lesson in store for you as well. So if you have long sleeves on, Al, maybe you should take your jacket off, because the paint, it won't be hard, but it'll be fun to see. Actually, you can experience putting down some color, and then after we're finished, we're going to have you sign so that you've actually participated in this.
Take credit.
You can take credit. I did this whole thing. You can each take credit. So Al, you're going to be working with Josh Morales, our team leader, and he was the student that actually had his design selected. So we're going to just have you walk over there. If you, yeah, I think so. And I so appreciate you coming. It's awesome. It's awesome. And I'm just going to let the students take over. So
basically what I'm going to be teaching you is stippling on this black piece of the inner wall. We use stippling on the door. It's basically, you're going to take the light paint for the light, dab it down, then you're going to start at the top and kind of stip, 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 all in there. Good?
Okay.
Ready to try?
Sure. Now you know that I don't have a one bone that's any kind of artistry in mine, so we'll try here.
You kind of want to spread it out. Now what we're going to do is, since we have the darker yellow in the middle, we're going to take the lighter white yellow and blend it on the outside. So it almost looks like the light is dissolving into the background. So take some of the white color.
that'll give the illusion that the light is just going through the darkness. Looks like Vincent and Van Gogh.
Thank you, Carol.
Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you very, very much. And you did a great job. All right, next we have Susan, who's going to be working with Alex.
All right, Alex.
All right, we're going to be sponging on this carpet area.
Okay.
So I'll get you your sponge. And you just want this kind of like dark purple color I'm using. Put a little more water.
And the effect of this is to create what?
It's to create kind of like a blotchy area, kind of like to make it like carpet feely.
Okay, so there's depth to it? Or
Yeah.
Okay, is there texture?
Yeah, with texture to blend in with this kind of violet color.
Okay.
So you want to just pretty much like sponging and then making sure that you still have the color in the background to blend in with the purple color.
Good. It's just kind of a light application.
Yeah.
But, okay,
So you want to try it?
I will. You know, Al and I graduated from the same art school. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right, just a little bit? Is that
Yeah.
what I do? And then I just...
Just blotch it.
You've got a better touch. So is that okay?
Yours is better.
Oh, it's fun. I like that. I'm feeling really creative.
Oh, really?
How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
And so you would do the whole
I
carpet?
would do the whole carpet like you see on that wall right there.
Okay, very
Yeah.
nice. I like that.
Yeah, that looks really good. And it adds a light and a dark.
Mhm.
And you can do this, you know, on anything. We're actually going to do the edge of this the same way with gold. And Alex will probably move over here and start doing that while, you know, everyone else is working. So
Very good.
and after you finish that, Alex, then we all have big jobs ahead of us. So thank you, Susan. It was great. Give her a hand.
Thank you.
All right. Last but not least, we have Eric. And Eric, you're working with Michael.
Hello, Eric.
Hello. Now, the school that they graduated from, I failed from, the art school.
Well, this is pretty simple, so hopefully you'll get it. So you want to take a piece of cardboard, just about the size of the bricks that you're going to use, and basically you're just going to dab it in the paint and then apply it to the plexiglass in areas where you want to have the line showing. And you're going to do it on all of the sides of it, just so you can get the shape of the brick. It's rocket science. And then kind of globby, so you might want to rub it down when you do it. And then you basically just repeat that to create the pattern. So you want to try it?
Okay, can you do that? Let's see.
You can start over there,
You
too.
can start.
Okay.
Yeah, you have lots of spots.
How's that?
That's awesome. A plus.
See, yeah, yours almost looks this good.
If you would have showed up in class, you might have passed.
You'll all be teaching the class pretty soon.
Failed because he didn't show up.
Because the bricks, he knows
Uh-huh.
just how they're supposed to be faced.
Yeah,
Good job, Eric.
that's great because they do alternate. You can't have the lines, you know. That's kind of like you have
It's
to.
like one of those pool sharks that acts like he doesn't know how to play pool.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think? Not bad,
I
huh?
think that was.
Better than I am.
Don't keep going.
Oh yeah, we have a lot to do, so you just can stay here and do it. That looks awesome.
Yeah, there you go. That's good, right?
That looks great. That looks
Yay.
great. Yay! Yay! All right, so now we're going to have Jasmine show how to blend, and then what we'll do is before you leave, we're going to have everyone sign it, and we can continue to work.
So to blend, you first notice how the lighter color starts in the middle, and the shadows go underneath and under her hand. So you'd start by adding the lighter colors first to the shadowy parts. And it's good to add water to it, just a little bit, so that it'll slowly switch back like to the background color.
And this actually was a brush that most people would have thrown away because it's down to just nothing. But it works really well because it's nice and hard and you can just get lines with it. So.
And then just as you go farther and farther into the shadowy area, you add darker and darker colors. So I'm going to be adding a darker purple.
And notice she's moving her hand with the outside line, and that makes it look curved. So that's another real good trick to know.
There we go. Thank you.
So if you keep curving your hand and curving your hand and following, just like, you know, you can feel the edge, then you get that nice curve.
And you can also either make your brush wet so that the lighter color will blend easier, or you can just make your brush drier, which will just blend the darker colors and make them more noticeable. And you just continue until you add however many colors you feel are necessary to accentuate the shadows.
Okay, that looks great. Does anyone else have any questions on what we're doing? So,
It's a fascinating process, and I'm just just noticing the colors, how vibrant they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good choice of colors that you've done. It looks really nice.
well,
You never realize how many different
why don't you
techniques.
come in closer? All of you, could, please.
You never realize how many different techniques people use to paint things until you come here and see all the different techniques.
Well, these were large, and so to do like the string thing would have taken forever just doing it by hand. So you kind of get creative in what you're doing. Maybe you've never done it before, but try it out and see what happens. So I think that's what we did. And the blending and the painting is pretty much standard. If you were using a canvas, you would use this technique and this technique. But Josh is the leader, so you pretty much led us. So why don't you tell us how you directed us to put the color down? Because I thought that was pretty smart.
Basically, because the paints are going to be on a window and you have the bars, and you really need vibrant colors to see what's going to be in the window. So I thought pinks, browns, have some nice blues and purples, and then with the yellow, which is a warm color, mixed with all the warm colors, will look really, really good, and it'll pop out. So when people are driving, they'll be like, oh my gosh, what is that? And then their eyes just clicks right to the window. So yeah, I just basically went with those colors. And Jazzy helped too. It was just spur of the moment thing when we were putting it on the windows.
I look at
great.
the smaller one, and I can't wait to see the larger image there. It's just beautiful.
Yeah,
Very nice.
we've been meeting here and painting, and it's been taking a while, but we wanted to leave some for the show so that you could see the process, so you could see the middle process, and then when it's finished, we're going to have the wine stroll, which you can maybe mention right now.
Well, on May 15th, everybody can come on downtown and visit our downtown businesses and sample the fine wines from our South Santa Clara Valley wineries. And it'll just be a perfect opportunity for us to showcase this artwork that our students from Gilroy High School have produced. So this is a phenomenal project. And we're so happy and so pleased and proud of our local artists.
Yeah.
And Carol, if I may, I just want to let all of you know, the students especially, of course, Carol, I always thank her for all the work that she does, but to see the young people step up and do this, it makes me very proud to be mayor of Gilroy, because it's with people such as yourselves that we look to the future of Gilroy to be even a greater place to live. So, on behalf of the council and the community, I certainly thank you all for stepping up and doing this, as I get hit by no. But really, I thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, before you go, I'd like to have you all, if you could move that rendering aside, we have a little place for everyone to sign. So that this will also go in the window, and then all the students as well will sign it, and the people involved. So I'm going to grab a marker and just have you come over and just, I think I'll have the students sign on one side and maybe wherever you'd like. And you can just pass the marker back.
Either side?
Yeah, either side, just on the line.
And I'm just going to. Can I do that? Is that okay? I'll do it after. Or you do it. This is like signing the Declaration of Independence. It's almost like you graduated from art school, the easy way or something. And the students are awesome. I mean, you really did a great explanation. Very clear, very concise. You know, it was great. And it was a good day today because we've been working. It's been cold.
I can't wait to see the lady looking out the window.
Yeah. Yeah, and the benches and the flowers in front, and it's going to be really nice.
Sorry, move the line.
Yay. So before, we're going to just take a little break. I just want to say thank you to everybody, and then we'll continue to paint. But Mario Moretti actually did the sign, and I asked him to come on today and just say hi, but he's very shy. So thank you, Mario. He screened this professionally for us, so I wanted to actually add that. And people have been very generous in contributing. So thanks to everyone that's been helpful, and all of our students and the panel that became painters. We're going to finish these up, and then we'll be downtown at the Wine Stroll on May 15th, and the building will be finished, lit up, looking beautiful. And we hope a lot of other owners downtown will get their buildings spruced up, and by the Garlic Festival, the whole town will be looking like we're in another place. All right, I just thank everyone, and come a little closer, and we'll all just sign off for now until May 15th. Everyone, ciao for now. We'll see you at the Wine Stroll.
Keep waving, guys.
Bye. Thanks to all the guests, the students. Yay.